Hey fellow skin gang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Saleh Khalil and I hope that you stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. I know that it's been a while since I posted a video, but yeah, life happens. Anyways, today I'm going to be testing out a product that I have never made before. I've never used it before. I've never used the particular material that I'm trying to show you. And that's why it is written tester on there. And this is how I create my formulas. I play around with the formula, play around with the product, and then, arrive until I arrive at something that is stable and effective enough for me to create the proper formula out of it. So for this product, I am trying to make an oil cleanser, but in this case, I am going to be using a unique material to create an even more aesthetically pleasing oil cleanser instead of the regular just oil. So this is going to be like a jelly oil cleanser. It's going to look like petroleum jelly. So the product that we're going to be using here is Sucra Gel. Now, Sucra Gel is an all-purpose oil gelling agent based on sugar chemistry. Now, it is perfect for cosmetic formulations. You can use it to make transparent gel to milk products. And this particular product is 100% natural and it is Cosmos approved. It is nature approved. It is mild and safe for use. It gels very thin, easy to pick up and apply, and it creates a wide range of interesting textures, and it forms also a transparent system with esters, vegetable oils, and non-polar oils. So it is a perfect use in clear gel to milk cleansers, massage gel, exfoliating scrub, mask, etc. So I picked up this product. It was interesting to me, so I was like, yeah, why not show it to my followers or my subscribers that will want to incorporate this kind of products or aesthetics to their product line. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how and to use this product. So this time I'm going to be using it as a cleanser. I'm going to use it to create a cleanser gel, right? Oil gelling cleanser, if that makes sense, right? So I'm going to be using this product and a surfactant that is very mild that you can use on your face, and an oil ester. Now you can use any kind of oil that you want, but I'm using this oil ester because I want a particular look. And if you use plant oils that have tints and all, you will have a colored product. And also I'm going to be using this product on my face, so I don't want something that is heavy on my face. Hence I am using an oil ester. And I was supposed to use caprylic triglyceride, but because I couldn't find where I packed it, I'm still unpacking. I am going to be substituting that with olive squalene. Now olive squalene is also a very mild and very lightweight oil that you can use, and this product is safe enough for anybody to use on the face because the oil is light, and the surfactant that I'm using is safe enough for even a baby to use. Now I'm going to add my Sucra Gel into my beaker, and I'm going to be using about 35.5%. I think I'm going to leave all of the measurements on the screen, maybe in the beginning or towards the end of the video. So make sure you watch this video to the end to get that. And I'm going to be using about 25% of the Sucra Gel. Now if you don't know how to convert your formulas to recipes or convert your percentage to grams, then you definitely want to get our ebook. Our ebook will help you learn how you can convert your formulas to recipes, and our ebook is only 10,000 naira. You don't need to break the bank. You're going to learn the basics of formulation. You're going to learn how to put up a formula. You're also going to learn about different categories of skin care formulation, and just terms that are used in the skincare line. It's basically a beginner's guide. So the Sucra Gel doesn't work like the normal emulsifier emulsions, right? For this particular material, it needs a unique way to use it. Now you're going to be adding your oil into the sucra gel because you want the oil to be suspended in the sucra gel formula, if that makes sense. Basically what this means is the oil is trapped in the sucra gel phase, which is the continuous phase, right? So I have measured out my sucra gel in my beaker. Now I'm going to add my surfactant, and like I said, this is a cleansing oil gel, so it's going to transform from gel to milk when it comes in contact with water. So I'm using cocoa glucoside, which is a very mild surfactant. It is safe enough for every skin type to use it, even in baby products. So I'm using that here, and like I said, I'm going to leave all the measurements in the beginning of this video, the middle, or at the end, somewhere in this video. So you definitely want to watch this video to the end to get all of that. So I have mixed it. I'm going to put that aside, but I had to look at what the reaction is, but it's fine. So I put that aside and measure out my oil. Now you can use different oils like I explained earlier. You can definitely use any oil that you want, but for me, for this formula, I am using olive squalene. Now I was supposed to use caprylic triglyceride, but I couldn't find where I dropped that because I'm still unpacking. So I'm going to use olive squalene because it is a very good oil that is, you know, identical to the skin sebum, and it also is a very lightweight oil. This product is going to be used on my face, so I want to make sure I'm careful with the kind of oils that I'm using. But you can use any oil that you want depending on what you want this product to do. So I'm using this because it is lightweight, it is not greasy, and it's perfect for this formula, and because I want to see if I can get this to a clear gel, but I doubt it. But let's keep going. So the oil is going to be the main base of this product, hence it is higher in concentration in the formula. So this is like the base, the carrier for this whole product. And here I have mixed it. Now, like I said earlier, this product has a unique way of, if you are hearing that sound, please, I don't know what animal that is, but please bear with me. So this product has a very unique way of working. You can't just pour everything into the beaker and expect that you will get the result that you want. No. So it is not the regular oil and water, water and oil kind of emulsification that you do. With this one, you have to be sure to add it into the phase A, which is the sucra gel phase. You have to add the oil to it in tiny bits and blend for a long period of time. So in this phase, I'm going to add all my oils, my vitamin E oil, which is going to act as an antioxidant and a protection for the oil, so the oil doesn't go rancid. It is not a preservative, and yes, definitely you want to add preservative because this product is going to come in contact with water, and it also has a water soluble or water ingredient in it. So here I'm adding my vitamin C and my Jamal Plus. Now I prefer if you have Optifen, but if you don't have Optifen, you can go ahead to use your Jamal Plus, which is a easier sourced product. And I'm also going to be using tea tree essential oil. Like I said, I want to use this on my face, so I'm going to be using tea tree essential oil for this product. Be very careful with this essential oil. Well, mine is very concentrated, so you want to add just a tiny little drop, maybe like 2-3 drops. My scale couldn't pick that up, so I'm just going to add that, and then whatever like I said, this is a product that I'm doing on the screen with you guys for the first time, so I have my pen and paper to record any changes, any measurement change that I make, and all the techniques that I use to make the product, so I can record what final product I get, and if I want to, you know, change anything and all. This is how I come up with my formulas. I make sure that I test them out, play around with it, tweak it until I arrive at a formula that actually I'm satisfied with. So here I have my oils, everything is in there. I'm going to now keep that aside and get my blender. So like I said earlier, you want to pour your oil into your sucra gel phase in gradual processes. Like you will see here, I will try to I will definitely speed it up, but you will see that I'm pouring them in different intervals at small quantities. Now I'm just trying to mix all the other oils that I put here together so everything blends well and I can start pouring it in. Now, if you have watched up to this time, please take this time to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I put out a new video, and make sure that you follow me on all my social media handles. They are down in the description bar. Okay, so like I said earlier, we're going to do this in small portions, and if you have a stick blender, you want to start blending at the lowest speed, and then as you increase it, you gradually start adding more and then start increasing the speed on your mixer or on your hand blender. Now, there are certain things that you should look out for when you are making this product. Now, like I said, you're going to be pouring your oil into your sucra gel phase in small portions, and then you will blend vigorously. As you're blending, you will be looking out for a glossy finished product. Once you see that the product is well emulsified and is glossy, you can add more oil. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys instead of talking. So you're just going to take your hand blender, like I said, using the lowest speed first. You put it down into your beaker. Now there's another technique that I need to explain. Right now, unlike your regular emulsion process, you want to start blending from the top instead of putting the blender all the way to the bottom of the beaker. For this particular process, you want to make sure you are blending everywhere together. So you're blending from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, just like that. You keep bringing out the blender and putting it back inside, just like that, until you know that you have gotten a smooth and homogeneous glossy finished product. And then you can add more oils to the product, just like you see now, and continue the same process until you get the homogeneous finished product. That's just how you keep going until you finish your oil. Now, of course, if you're making a larger batch, you will need to blend for a longer period of time, and you will take a longer time to do this process. But because this is a lab batch, it is quicker. Okay, so as you can see, we have a very opaque gel product. This is what you want to look out for. The more you add the oil and blend, the thicker it becomes. Now, if you find out that your gel is too thick, you can go ahead to add glycerin. Now, glycerin will even help it get a clear, viscous product. But if you can also add water, but you definitely get an opaque product. You can add whatever you want to add to make it more fluid and runny, but for me, this is what I was going for because I was just trying to show you guys the gelling process using sucra gel and oil. Okay, so here I have added all my oils, and you can see how thick this product is. Like, it is so thick that you can shake it in the air and it won't move. It's very thick, but at the same time it is soft. The gel is very soft, more like eco styling gel kind of softness, but it has the thickness of Vaseline, if that makes sense. It is a very versatile material. It gives you different kind. You can use it in different kinds of products, and it just gives a very beautiful aesthetic to your formula as well. So imagine you are marketing your product as a oil gel cleanser, if that makes sense. You get what I mean. So it's a very beautiful product. You can see how clean, how thick and jiggly it is. It's very beautiful. So I said it's a milk cleanser. It's a gel to mixed cleanser, or oil to milk cleanser. And I just want to show you guys what I mean by gel to or oil to milk cleanser. It basically turns into a milk look when it comes in contact with water. So if you look at the water, you see the white color that it gets. So that's what I mean by the oil to milk cleanser. And this product, I wasn't raising my hopes for any lather, but so far so good. It gives a very beautiful lather and I'm not mad at all. So here is our finished product. This is what the product looks like. It actually looks like Vaseline. You can actually use this for your lip balms. You can use this to make your lip glosses. You can even incorporate humectants into this to create other kinds of product. Like, it is a very beautiful versatile product. You can skip the surfactants that are used in here and use this as a moisturizing oil gel or whatever you want to use it with. It's a beautiful product and I thought, why not share it with you guys, just in case this will help someone there create a beautifully aesthetically pleasing product. All right, thank you so much guys for watching and always coming back to watch. Make sure you like this video because that will help us get more people to see the video, and make sure you are sharing my videos. Make sure you're trying out the recipes, leaving your thoughts, your comments, your observations and all of that in the comment section, so that we know exactly that you guys actually like these videos that we put out and you like to see more of them. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please take this time to subscribe. If you are yet to turn on your notification bar, this is the time for you to do that. So I will recommend that you pack this in especially if you're making it into a cleanser like this that you're going to be using in the bathroom and it will come in contact with water. I would prefer that you pack it or package it in an airtight container, something that you can just pump out instead of scooping, if that makes sense. So here, this is our product. No matter how I shake and jiggle and move it around, it is not moving, it's not budging. So that's how cute this is. You can use this to make balms, you can use them to make moisturizers, you can use them to make heat creams that you can use to massage and all of that. It's a beautiful product and I thought I should show you. I'm definitely going to keep working with it. I'm definitely going to keep playing around with it to get create more recipes from it, and I'm definitely going to be showing you guys as I go on with that. So this is me in my bathroom. I'm just trying to see if this product will actually do well on my face. You see, I'm always my lab rat. So most of the time when my skin is not great, it's not because I'm not doing anything, it's because I keep testing different products on my skin. But trust me to always come back bouncing well. So here I'm just trying to see how this product foams, and as you can see, it does foam well. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you come back to see the next video. I don't know when I'll post that, but yeah. Bye guys.